All right, Hive 2. Not gonna lie, I'm hot and tired. Not having a ton of energy today. We cleaned out about an acre's worth of pine tree. We have a bunch of little saplings, just, 1-2 inch trees, but they're so thick in some areas you can't hardly see. And we got 8 acres of our land that we don't even know what it looks like. So, wife and I were out there this morning early clearing them off, and I think I got over hot and kind of tired. Hi guys. Alright, so this hive should be coming back up to population now. Just in time for us to winterize for them. The plan for today is just to check them, see how they're doing, see if I feel like they have enough, if they could cap what they have now. Do they have enough for honey up here for the winter? And if not, I have a feeder right here, and I got some food in the back of the UTV, and we'll feed them. We'll probably end up pulling a frame and put a feeder in here for a little while. Probably pull a frame of honey, honestly, and then feed them for a while, and then let them cap that all up, and then I'll drop back in the frame that I take. At least that's the thought and the plan. What am I doing here? All right, I'm gonna give them a good little smoke here. They're pretty docile today. Not gonna lie, I'm not really even that worried about them. If they're not being aggressive at all. They didn't even really come up to say hi. Kind of upsetting, telling the truth. Feeling a little let down. So this is a setup I use. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but this is a setup I use over there too. I just have an empty hive body, and then I've got my frame hanger on it here, so that what I can do is just pick them up, take a look at them, and then move them over. Wow, this is going to be pretty full. And this is a solid cap honey, so that's a good frame. We're off to a good start. I think I dropped this one in though, so maybe I'll take a look back and see. Maybe it's less than it was. I'll have to weigh this hive here, so before I get crazy here. This has some nectar in it, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it is not enough to get them through winter. This is all pollen honey. Capped honey and pollen, so this is a good frame if we were to feed and they were to get it. So like I said, I could pull that frame, put the feeder in here, let them fill this up. That's all brood. Huh. Yeah. She laid a bunch of bees in here so that we could finish getting this thing cleaned up for the winter, but probably gonna have to feed them. I have to get all the honey up here. And then if I feed them, what they'll do is that once this brood emerges, they'll just backfill it. That's all cap brood. It's still got some eggs and larvae on it. I'm supposed to move brood down, so we'll take a look-see. Because if all down there is empty, what we might do is just swap the boxes, because this is another really good brood frame. It's classic honey, brood, pollen. It's a really good looking brood frame. Like, this is the kind of frame you'd want to see downstairs. So, but because she's getting caught up, it may look like that downstairs for all I know. Eggs here, so she might be in the vicinity. Great looking brood frame again. Oh, there she is. She is right here. Man, this queen I got from Jerry Tate, Tate's Honey Farm. And first of all, I don't know what he uses to mark her, because it stays on like nail polish. But second is she is just a baller. But I kind of feel like she should be downstairs. You know what I'm saying? All things considered. So we'll see what downstairs looks like, and we'll make that decision here in a minute. This is a brood frame. She's obviously been up here just crushing it. She's not there, so brood on the back, almost all honey. Empty. It's got some honey on it. So yeah, I mean, almost really right now, if I did one thing, I would probably move this one down if I had to. If that one doesn't have a bunch of capped brood down there, that might be what I do. Let me think on it. I gotta be careful because I got the queen in here. It's a really nice day. We're gonna cool down this week, and we might get some rain on Thursday, but I doubt it. We haven't really had a lot of luck with the rain gods lately. Actually, I lie. We had a half an inch while I was out of town last week. Unexpectedly, actually. So I guess I'm being a little bit of a Fibber McGee here. A little sloppy, aren't I? Yes, I am. Alright, let's see what we got here. This is capped honey on both sides. So that's a good one. So both of these have one capped honey frame on the outside, which is good news. Oh man, this is when I wish I'd set this hive up higher. Bending down these days is getting old. Either that or I am. Yeah, see, this is nothing down here. Oh, wait. Yeah. I don't see any eggs, larvae, or brood. This is pollen. I'm going to put this on the outside up here for now. That does not belong there. Because I don't know what I'm going to do with it. But this is super light. There's brood here. And brood here. But it's kind of a weird one. It's got pollen in the middle. It's got pollen and brood, but there's very little honey in this, which is not a good, it's not a good brood frame. There's better brood frames up there. Come on, got ladies. She's been back here. Yep. So this one's relayed out, but again, I've got the same problem. There's a ton of pollen in here, a ton of room for a brood, but not much honey. But it's going to be all babies here soon. So we'll leave that. And I think what I'm going to do is stick with my plan that I'm going to pull one frame and I'm going to drop a feeder in here and see what it does for them. We'll give them a week on that and see what they do. Because they're kind of funky right now. They got a brood chamber up and down. And then this is pollen. Yeah, there's some eggs in there, I think. Yep. But this is empty. Nope. Yeah. This one's empty. And I think the next one's empty too. Let's pull it out here, see if I'm right. And in which case, it does make sense for me to rearrange these frames because they're empty. They don't have anything in them. So they're not going to bear babies. Move them up, feed them, let them fill these up, and then put that pollen frame down here. I think that's what we're gonna do. Move these up. Yeah, because this is just a honey frame, but it's a honey frame with nothing on it. I'm like, actually, I think exactly what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna swap the boxes. Yeah, I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to swap these boxes. Put this one back up here. This one down here. Okay. And so now what we're doing is kind of moving our brood chamber around a little bit because this has got some empty cells in it. This is a lot of brood up here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 frames of capped honey. 6, 7, and I'm going to drop them in on either side here, and this will become my brood chamber downstairs. And my queen's already up here, so makes sense. If you're a beekeeper and you think I'm doing something wrong, always feel free to tell me. I'm not too proud to say I don't always know what I'm doing. Now, which frame do I want to pull to? Which frame do I want to pull to put the feeder in? Nope, I don't want that one. I think I'm going to pull this one here. It's got a little bit of something in it, at least for them. It's got pollen though. Inside, put my feeder. That's about the same. It's got pollen, so it's good. All right. So, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull this box off. I'm going to set it aside over here. This box and I'm going to put it down here. Now this one is pretty set to be a brood chamber. It's got everything we need plus our queen down here. Now if I wanted to, I could even put a queen excluder on here, and I might actually do that next week, because then I can keep her down there from laying up here and then just fill this with sugar water or nectar. Now I know that adding food is not exactly the natural beekeeping way, but that's not true. Or at least I should say, one might think adding food isn't the natural beekeeping way. And in fact, although it's not often used, food is used. It's just used a little differently. They actually use a 1 part sugar, 1 part honey, 1 part water mixture. I'm going to do a 2-to-1 sugar to water mixture. And that's going to be what we're going to do. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. Okay, so I'm going to go throw that frame in the freezer, and I'm going to drop this feeder right down in here. And I'm going to throw some food down their throats. I need to really work on saving them for the winter. And right now, the only way we're going to do that is with some food. So. Not ideal, but it is what we need to do right now. I need to get them some honey, or some, something to get them through the winter. And right now, that's the best idea that I can come up with. These ladies have done an amazing job of coming back. They're about to have really good population to help them move that into frames. For now, we've moved the lower box to the upper box. It's just got more open comb for them to fill. We saw our queen. We have a ton of egg larvae and brood in there. She's actually laying like a champ. And now it's just a matter of getting them through to the winter. Come on, off you go. All right. Off you go. Well, that's it. And then this frame will go in the freezer, and then when they're, either I'll put it back in or I'll drop a frame of honey in for them. One of the two. Bye.